Hey guys, so we are now on Interstate 70. This is going to be a drive through the entire length of Interstate 70. Less, maybe about 1 mile. In the state of West Virginia. Currently in some slow but moving traffic. It's like right lane's closed for road work, and everyone's rolling at about 35 to 40 mile an hour. So, looks of it, there's some sort of truck comes way ahead or something. Now, West Virginia is one of those weird states when it comes to highway distances. It's either a really short state or a really long state, depending upon which highway you take. In the sense of it is about 180 miles or something on Interstate 64, 160 and change, I believe, on Interstate 79 and 77. But if you go on 81, it's 26 miles and about 12 or 13 mile on Interstate 70. This is also the shortest state that Interstate 70 goes through. Also about West Virginia is one of those weird states when you look at the size of it and all, and then when you see how close it gets to some of the metro areas, you'd be like, wow. Example, you have that very thin strip of going north, like less areas where it's like less than 10 miles wide between PA and Ohio, a good chunk of the way up into it. We're in one of the thin areas of that. But then you also have, like I said, the thinner panhandle over up by DC, and West Virginia actually gets commuter rail service up in the Martinsburg, Harpers Ferry area for DC, which is served by the MARC commuter rail system. Plus, you have relatively good actually not really. You have a train a day and then a train 3x weekly. On the Amtrak network. Capital Limited goes daily, and that goes up along the MARC corridor. Plus, you have 3x weekly Cardinal. Yeah, so like West Virginia has some services that people do not think about. Elm Grove 3, Wheeling 7, and then Columbus is 134. I think honestly, if I did time this right with my fuel levels, 3 intermediates. Well, I have. Go from Hartford to St. Louis. Why my engine sounds weird? I'm driving a manual and I'm usually not the best with my downshift timings. When I'm on the interstate, I'm bad about when I need to downshift. That's this guy on the right. Oh, dang it, never mind. Tunnels in this area than you do in any other major part of the country, even more than the Rockies. Go. Tunnel here leads 2 on Interstate 77. Plus, when I say this area, I'm referencing more or less. Should have gone that way, but I want to go this way for a couple of reasons. And that way might also actually be slower, but who cares? I want to do this for the tunnel and orange fire truck going the other way. To get as much completionism percentages of Interstate 70 that I can get. Park. Coming through here. Just wanting all traffic going towards has an exit 0. And I am slowing to 50 for the tunnel. Usually in tunnels, this is the Wheeling Tunnel.